Flosstube. Welcome back. We are one short tonight, but Erica, we love you. She had a tragedy in her family today, so please say a prayer for Erica if you are the praying kind. If not, just send some good wishes her way. But we love you, and you are here in spirit. So we'll see her again soon. But don't worry, we're constantly in contact with her and making sure that she's okay. But it's tough, guys. It's tough losing a pet. We know that. We've all been there. And it's the worst. So 2020 can be over now whenever it's ready.
We've had enough.
Peace out. 2020 sucks. So anyway, welcome back to our channel. We are on episode 37, and thanks for all of you that commented on last week's video. I do have to say that I think the consensus is that ERIN'S house is haunted.
Oh, stop it.
It totally is haunted.
I just got that out of my head. You guys, I can't walk into my back room in the dark now. I don't even think it's haunted, but you guys have all said it.
Everyone's like, that's not a cat hair.
I love how you thought it was a cat hair. It was this.
It's a hair. It's 100% a hair. It came from like down here.
Like this. Yeah, so ERIN'S house is haunted. Again, if you haven't checked out episode 29, please go look at it and tell us what you think. But we all know the truth. We all know that it's a ghost. But best new thing this week. Erin, did you have a best new thing this week?
So my mom actually was here when we filmed last week and then for a few more days after, and her being here was such a relief. Like, I got to take a break. We got to hang out. It was just, I don't feel like I thanked her enough for just that mental break. I was able to just be like, you take the baby. I'm gonna go sit on the front porch and take a minute. It was, oh, I needed that.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah.
And she's coming back in July, right?
She's coming back. My birthday's coming up and she wants to be here for that. So it'll be nice to have her here.
Good. Mom time, the best. Jody, what was your best new thing this week?
So my best new thing, I try to keep it not stitching related because that's all we talk about. But this week is stitching related. So you know those like pre-framed Ada things that I hate?
Familiar.
I dyed one, and it's my favorite thing. Like, I want to go buy more and dye more of them.
But are you going to stick them?
What?
Are you going to?
Did it make it tighter?
No, it didn't make it tighter, but it's very interesting because you can't dye it the same way that you dye fabric. Because like when I dye fabric, I like scrunch it up and I like wring it out, and this is like, you can't do that. So it just came out really cool. But when we talk about whips, I'll show you, because yes, I started stitching on it.
Wow, that's big.
This is a big change for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My best new thing this week, it was July 4th, so happy Independence Day to our fellow Americans. My least favorite thing this week was the amount of fireworks that my neighborhood put off. It sounded like you over here.
Guys.
And honestly, like, it doesn't need to last for 3 weeks.
Yeah, stop doing it. Why am I still hearing it?
Last night, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and fireworks are going off again. I said, people have to work tomorrow. Not me, but other people. I said, be respectful, okay?
People have babies, dogs are afraid of it, cats. Like, come on, man.
And it's been going on like for weeks prior.
I know. Listen, I'm all about celebrating, but like, can we just limit it to like Friday and Saturday? Like,
yeah.
But my best new thing this week was that on July 3rd, we watched Hamilton. And
Hamilton, how many times have you watched it?
I lost my mind. It's already being ready to be replayed this week. We absolutely loved it. Could not get enough of it. I have been.
Was this your first time hearing it and everything?
Yes.
Okay, so let me break it down for you. What's going to happen? You're going to start listening to it, every day. And it's going to be like a month or two before you're like, oh, I listen to it every day. And then maybe you'll slowly start to be like, oh, it's been 2 days. I haven't listened to it in 2 days. It'll be like 3 days.
Listen,
It's crazy.
I welcome it. I welcome it because I
So good.
It's so funny too. My sister in their neighborhood, they live in Texas, and they live in like a little community. And one of the guys that lives in the neighborhood got a giant projection screen that he's putting in his front yard, and they are projecting it in their neighborhood tonight. So like all the families can sit in their yards and they can all watch it and listen to it. And I think that is the best way to celebrate the 4th of July weekend. So yeah.
That is adorable. However, I want to sing, and I want to sing loud.
Listen, you still can. I'm sure other people will be. So I just think it's cool and I love it. I can't wait to watch it. It was the best. And when the girls come over to my house, we're hoping for another like us get together type of thing. On July 20th, we will have Hamilton playing while we stitch, because we can sing in front of each other and we don't care. But anywho, all right, so those are our best new things this week. I think they were great. Let's get into some stitching, shall we? Erin, what did you stitch on this week? Did you start?
Oh, can I also? What was that? I'm sorry.
Did you start your Christmas stitching this week?
I did, but my first one's actually not Christmas stitching. But before I say that though, how cute is Leslie Odom Jr. too? Like seeing him, I'm like, oh, he's adorable.
Adorable.
Okay. So I started Simply the Best. I don't know why, because I don't think it was July. It was quite July yet. So it's this one.
Ugh.
That's the Schitt's Creek stitch along. Hashtag Simply the Best. And that's as far as I've gotten. So it's like the beginning of the building.
It already looks 3D.
It's cool, right? Like how it goes back like that. It does.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I'm really excited to see how this one comes out. And this is on that fabric that we got as a gift. It's very stiff, but it looks great. Like the color is really pretty.
Which one was that? Is that Ada?
That's oatmeal, right?
It's the oatmeal. Mm-hmm.
It's
the light oatmeal. We have a dark and a light.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that one. So the next one I started was Christmas Cat, but I don't know what it is about this pattern. This is the Satsuma. I'll show it in case people have forgotten what that looks like.
He's so cute.
So cute, but I don't know what it is about this pattern. I'm just not like, I just really wasn't feeling it. I started it. Oh my goodness, it's stuck in there. I started it.
Your fabric.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I added like the Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
You had more done than I thought you did.
Yeah, and I just can't seem to get motivated to finish it. I stitched it for like a day, maybe 2 days, and I was like, I want to do something different. So I have a finish because of that. Because I was like, I want to start something new.
Well, you have all month. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true. I might go back to it. So then I also started this, which I wasn't supposed to start yet. But this is the Christmas gnome.
Oh, he's cute.
He's cute, right? And Jody was kind enough to dye me some gray linen. So I'm stitching it on a gray linen.
How cute.
That's going to look cute.
Look how big his beard is.
I like how you're using a Halloween needle minder too. Like, can you
this needle minder is from Brooke. And that's who designed the pattern.
Okay.
So I thought it was a nice
reason you're off the hook.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be like, I'll pick a different one, please.
I thought it was a nice ode to Brooke. That's true. And I could pick another one, but I like that one. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for whips.
That beard is going to be epic.
So big. And I'm doing the present in like sparkly. It's hard to see it. You'll see it better when I put the rest of it on.
I can definitely see it, but the white will make it pop for sure. That's awesome. Very nice.
Gray is so pretty, isn't it? That Jody dyed. Love it.
Fabric. Killed it.
She's a wizard.
She is a fabric dyeing wizard. I like anytime we're like, Jodi, I'm thinking this pattern, but I don't really know what color I want to go with. And she's like, let me experiment. And then it's like this magical, crazy fabric that she's like, I pulled elements of this color and this color and this color, and I made you this beautiful fabric. And you're like, what? What?
So everybody needs a friend like Jodi. It's amazing.
I have some of those creations for my finishes because I don't have any stitching finishes, but I did get some fabric done.
Every time I talk to her,
Awesome.
what are you doing? Dyeing fabric. What are you doing? Dyeing fabric.
I can't help it.
You should see like her setup too. She has like 85 colors, and she.
I don't even put it away anymore. Like it's just part of my kitchen.
You're like, everyone has to deal with it.
And then her husband bitches because she uses all of his gloves. Yeah.
That he uses for grilling.
Which I'm like, I'll just buy you another box of gloves, okay? Like
He's like, what? You're using another pair? And I'm like,
this is my 8th pair today.
because I have to keep taking them off so like the colors don't
You don't want to
blend
mix?
together.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. All right, Joe, what'd you stitch on this week?
All right, so I kept going on my heart.
Ooh, hold on, let's let it focus.
Yeah. It's that Judy Garland filter.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Didn't she always, when she had it up close, wasn't that a thing? She always had to have that.
Like blurry in the back.
Hold on. Maybe turning this stupid light off will work. Guys, I can't get my lighting right in here to save my life.
I don't know. Like it's like literally.
It's not. It's literally the camera.
Can you click the camera so it focuses on the white?
All right, hold on.
Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties here.
There, I just disappeared. Well, how about I send you a picture, Chris? How about that?
And how about we just insert that into?
Okay.
Yeah. Like I can see the
I
fabric.
get the gist of it, but yeah.
Anyways, I feel like I keep stitching and stitching and stitching, and this triangle is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And
So
I
put
don't
your
see it
finger.
working.
Put your finger on the design. Put your finger.
Oh,
on
there
it.
you go.
Put your finger on
Put your
it.
finger on it. Yeah. Put it all the way. Like, no, it's still blurry.
Oh boy. I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh
Telling
my
you.
God, what is it doing? That's so weird.
I'm telling you, it's the Judy Garland filter. You have that up close, like.
All right, there, you can start to see elements of it. That is bizarre. I swear to God, if Jodi had technical, like, if her technology worked one of these videos,
Yeah,
I'd be.
We have 8 laptops in this house. I have tried every single one. Now I'm on my phone. I have backlighting. I have front lighting. What?
It almost looks like you're like the rest of the place is like not safe for work or something, and so it's all like blurred out.
So weird. Well,
Like,
there's her
what?
fact. There.
But then look.
Yeah,
What
you
the
gotta keep-
hell?
Yeah, I don't.
All right. Well, anyways.
It's great. It looks good.
Thanks, Erin.
Looks fantastic.
All right. I have a new start, which I'm a total monogamous stitcher. Like I didn't want to put this heart down, but I dyed this piece of framed Ada and I was like, I have to do something with it. So it came out looking like space. And so I was kind of debating, like, do I do planets on it? I don't really know what to do. And I ended up finding the most adorable astronaut. And I can't show you the pattern because when I bought the pattern, I only got the chart. Like it didn't give me like a picture of it. But maybe if I hold it far away, put my finger over it.
Look at his little.
It looks so good on that fabric.
So this is glow in the dark that Erin gave me. And it's a pain in the ass. But
I know, girl.
like how cute are those little astronaut legs?
So
love
all
it.
of the white you're doing with that glow in the dark?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be a pain. And it's on the framed Ada. What, do you hate yourself?
I hate myself. I want to hang myself. But his legs are done. Like, this is half of him. So
That looks so good. I mean, so good.
That looks so good. Oh yeah, Joe, if you hold it right in front of your
I
face.
know, that's why I'm not moving.
It's like your new mask.
Yeah. Your space mask.
But isn't he so cute? I
love-
love
Yes.
him.
I love him.
Also, the size of this, I miscounted, as I do, and I'm totally stitching above on this wooden, so I'm stitching like underneath
Under it. Yeah,
the
that's
wooden
gonna be
frame,
real
which
annoying.
sucks really bad, but the 2 parts that I have to go under on are done down here on the feet, so.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
So
good.
that's my dyed pre-framed Ada.
I love it.
Now, what makes stitching on that better than just the white? Just because it's colored?
It's not better stitching on it. It sucks stitching on it. I just like loved how the colors came out, and so I'm like, I have to do something on here.
Mhm.
And the only reason I dyed it, it was like literally sitting on my we lost Erin.
What is happening tonight? She'll be back. Keep talking.
It was like sitting on my table, and I was in the middle of dyeing, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna dye this.
I love it.
So I
It
did.
looks great.
Thank you.
Erin.
I'm trying. I don't know what's going on.
Hello.
Why can't I come back?
I don't know.
Oh, there.
Wait,
I just don't have the video up. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay.
I'm
Woo.
here.
Hi.
Apologize.
Hi.
What the hell's going on here? It's fine.
The worst part is now I can't see Jody for some reason, so I'm just going to be pretending that I can see you from now on.
Everything is fine. Oh boy. All right. Well, very nice job on your whips, Jody. I love it. I
Oh
love
my
that.
God, you guys. While Erin was gone, I just looked at my camera settings, and I had blur my background on.
Oh, yay. Okay, so it was the drink.
For fuck's sakes.
Why can't I see you? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Kristen, do I look better now?
Yeah, it looks fine. Oh my God. Guys, we're special. You think
What is wrong with us tonight?
how many years of doing this and figure it out? That's fine. We're fine. We're all fine here. Okay. This is COVID. Like, can we just get back together and stitch again and like film again? Like, that would be great. Okay, here was my whip for this week. This was Stone Street Stitchworks Winter Village, and the picture sucks because it's in black and white, but you get the gist. And
Ooh.
and these little snowflakes are just stitched in halves, and then I'll go back and do the final.
By the
Like,
colors on that.
isn't that pretty?
That is such a cute pattern.
This is on a 32 count. I think it's called silver linen. So it has some sparkle to it, but obviously you can't see it in this light. But it does have a little bit of sparkle to it. So I don't know if I'm going to get this one back out this month and stitch on it. I don't know. You know me. I got bored with it the one day, so I was like, oh, screw it. I'm going to have a new start. So I started, this was gifted to me by Erin, but this
Good one.
Snow Village, and this is the little snowflake stand. And I know that there's a lot of pieces that go with this. I'm not interested in stitching any of the other ones, but I appreciate people letting us know about that. And here's where I'm at.
Whoa!
That's the best part about it. It's a really quick stitch. That looks great.
Super fast stitch. So this is on a giant piece of Ada that we got in our
Lottery box.
And I just thought the color was perfect because of the variegation in the blue. But it is Ada, but you know, I love it. I like how it's turning out, and I like
Now,
how
do you keep the excess Ada on there for a reason? Like, do you like to do that and then cut it when you're done?
Yeah, I've kind of gotten into the habit of doing that now, just so that I can keep all the excess fabric, and I just kind of like wrap it up while I'm stitching it. I don't like cutting it anymore because then I'm afraid, like, what if I cut it and then I cut it too big and then I don't have enough for another piece? Like I like just having extra. I don't know. I'm weird,
Okay.
but I like that.
Kristen, I remember when you used to stitch in a hoop and you were stitching Into the Jungle, I think, and you had this enormous piece of Ada, and this was like before I even really started stitching.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like talking me into doing it, and you had it just like bunched up behind this like hoop, and I was like, why? That's so uncomfortable. Like, why would I want to do that?
Yeah. It's not bad on a Q-snap. A lot of times you can like I'll roll my fabric and then I'll put it under the snaps. So then I don't really notice excess fabric. Or you can get a grime guard and just kind of like keep it all
Bunch it
in there. But you're right, with a hoop, like there's nowhere to put the excess, or you've got to like clip it. I've used hair clips before.
Yes.
Binder clips to like clip around it, which works too, but I don't know. I just haven't been cutting my fabric lately. Like with my giant Town of Halloween piece, I was like,
I wondered why you were doing that. I just thought maybe there was like a
well, now I
skill
like
to it.
now I can fit like 3 different patterns on that piece of fabric, and then I can cut it afterwards. And I leave myself like a decent margin in between. Like I'll leave 4 inches at least in between where I finish and where I start another one, so I can cut it and still have a 2-inch border. But I just
wait. You'll leave it on there and stitch more patterns with it still on there.
Yeah, like that's what I'm doing with that Town of Halloween one. I'm just like stitching.
What?
Listen,
Yeah.
me too. I'm not gonna finish it right away. Lord knows I'm not gonna finish.
But you could cut it off and just have
See,
like
I'd
then
be
you would.
worried that like bunching it up constantly
Yeah.
would mess up my stitching.
Just roll it up. I don't know. I'm not that worried about it.
We are all very worried about it.
I'm very concerned.
I'm not worried about it.
Just
I am not
roll it
that
up.
good of a stitcher to give 2 craps about that.
Like when I'm done with a finish, it gets like put in like an airtight sealed container. She's like, you just
You know
roll
what
it
you
up.
do with finishes? You stitch it, you finish it, you FFO it. You stitch it, finish it, FFO it. Mine gets stitched, maybe. It never gets finished. And then if it does get finished,
It gets bunched up in your Q-snap.
I mean, that is a very true statement for you.
so what do I care if I have it on a piece of fabric still and I just keep moving along? I mean, I'll deal with it later. I don't have time for that. I just want to stitch. That's all I care about. I just move the Q-snap and I just start stitching again.
So stitching that little village on that giant piece makes people think that you have plans to stitch the rest of it, but you were just very clear telling people to fuck off because I ain't doing the rest of them.
I am not stitching the rest of that village. That is
So
correct.
don't
I
even
am not
bother.
interested in stitching the rest of these.
Well, first
So
of all,
please
that
have
whole
it.
village would not fit on this piece of fabric. I'm telling you that right now. Like this is not big enough to fit all 8 of those little.
No, it's huge. They just came out with a new one too.
Yeah, so there's no room. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I also don't like overcommitting to things. So like if I use a piece of fabric, like my problem is I don't have a ton of fabric. So when I use a piece, I'm like, all right, is this really what I want to use this piece for?
I'm sorry, did you just say I don't have a ton of fabric?
I don't.
You didn't.
I care to debate that.
I don't have nearly enough.
I
So-
mean, it's kind of a true statement. Like you can never really have enough, but I
Well,
think
for
we all have more fabric than we'll ever stitch on.
Like those
Ever.
pieces that I get. Like I have that piece of hibiscus fabric and that we just got last month.
Yeah.
Wow, it's such a large piece. Like, what do I want to do on this? And then I'm like, well, if I do a small piece on it, am I going to want to stitch another project on it? Because now I'm using like the same fabric and it's a very unique fabric. So I really want to make sure that whatever I pick is going to be like
It.
it's such a conundrum. I don't know. But it's moving on.
All right.
What'd you finish this week, Erin?
So we were really lucky. We had that My Bobbins contact us and ask us to stitch one of their patterns, like pick a pattern, which PS, if you've ever gone to their website, pick one pattern. Are you kidding me? Like there's so many patterns on there.
1,500 patterns.
It was stressful to narrow it down. Very stressful. But I found one and I was like, I'm just going to go for it. That's what I'm going to do. So it's called Cosmo Cat with Candies. Right?
I love him so much.
I was like, it's still Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So Aria wanted me to make sure I told you guys this too. She's named the cat. She said the cat's name is Pimple. No clue. Here's what he looks like.
He's so cute.
Oh, maybe because those are like pimples. Maybe that's what she was thinking.
Oh, see,
I just put that together.
That's smart. That's smart. Are those French?
Look at those colors.
Mm-hmm. So here are they asked for honest feedback. And I'm going to give honest feedback. And it's so unfair because there are so many patterns. So I don't know what the other patterns would be like. But for this pattern, at least, it's a very Eastern European style because it's, all the back stitching is very Eastern European. The French knots. There were, I wish I don't have it up right now, 20 something colors for this guy.
Yeah, but look at it.
I mean, yes, that's the thing. You're committing to a project, but like, did the hat need to be 4 different colors with a blended? I don't know. That's my only complaint about it. Otherwise, I mean, the website itself, My Bobbin, is very easy to use. There are so many patterns and they're very inexpensive. So yes, go check it out. Get some patterns because they've got some crazy cool things on there.
Yeah.
Even this little guy.
Yeah.
Who is worth
Now,
stitching.
what are you gonna do with him? Is he a journal guy?
He's a journal. That's what I like about it. Because you could just be like, put it in the journal. What else would I do with it? I don't know. Pimple's going in the journal. Bye, Pimple.
I love Pimple.
Yeah. I mean, there are 5 different blended colors. I don't know if you can see them, but there's like blended. He's very cool.
Fabulous. I love it. I'm here for it. I think that makes him look so unique and cool. Yeah.
He is adorable.
I would recommend. I mean, yeah, the French knots were kind of annoying to do, but I love the way it turned out. Like, I wouldn't change it.
You could also bead. If you didn't want a French knot, you could have gotten white or like.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I should have done that.
That would have been fun. Yeah, because French knots stink. So.
Yeah, and my back does not look pretty on this one, but I don't care.
No one's looking.
Right. And I'm not showing it.
Very nice. I love it. You stitched that so fast. So fast.
Yeah.
Did you guys see, I don't know if Erica had a chance to put this up on our Instagram page, but they had tagged us in their stories, My Bobbin.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, did you guys not see that?
I didn't see that. That's cool.
Let's see if it's still up. I don't think it's still up. Hang on here. They did. Hold on.
That's so cool. I like that.
I
mean, their website's crazy, man. And there were a lot of patterns that I'm like, yeah, I'll go back and get that eventually.
Maybe they can send us what they posted. But
yeah,
anyway, that was nice of them to put something out there.
Typically, that's really nice.
Because we put it on our page, but Erica's our resident Instagrammer, so she gets a free pass.
We might be a few days before we're.
Unless one of us does it, and it's not going to look nearly as cool as what she does. So
I'm not.
She puts like the coolest gifts and stuff on it too. She's so good at figuring that out.
And she's like Johnny on the spot with it, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Really, it's not a big deal. All right. Is that all the finishes that you had for this week?
I say that was by Alena Stitch, by the way? I want to give the designer her credit. Alena Stitch.
And we will link all of that in the description box below.
Yes, that's it for me.
What did you finish this week?
So I just did some fabric for y'all.
Yay, yay, yay.
So Erin had, we're passing this paper pattern around, and I know Kristen had done it on a teeny tiny postage stamp this big.
It's in the journal.
And Erin had given it to me next, and then in our lottery box, we had gotten some 11 count Ada, which, like, I'm not going to stitch on 11 count. My kids have enough to stitch on. Kristen's not stitching on 11, and neither is Erica. So Erin was like, you know what? Can you dye me some of that 11 count Ada, because I'm going to use pearl cotton for this pattern. Great. So this is one that she kind of left me to my devices. So I looked at the pattern. There's purple in it. There's orange in it. There's white. There's black, like all of the typical Halloween colors. So I kind of went to town, and I did 2 different ones, which are completely different from each other. But here's the first one.
Oh my God.
I want to respond, but I can't see your video for some reason. But I know what they look like.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, we've seen. Yeah, it looks amazing though.
All right,
Holy
so that's the
Moses.
first one. 11 count Ada dyes very, very different than 14 or 16 Ada. It just like soaks in differently. I don't know. Like if you can see those purples in there, it's just different. I don't know how to explain it. It's not better or worse. It's just different. So that was one. And then the other one is this like purpley blue kind of.
Ooh.
So pretty.
So I think Erin said this is the one she was going to pick for this, but they're both coming your way, Erin. So
Yay.
I have a debate in my
that's
hands.
that one. And then Erica had asked me to dye some fabric for this pattern from the Witchy Stitcher that she got. And
I love
on
that
the
pattern.
site, there's like, if you scroll through the pattern, there's like lots of different backgrounds. So I asked her which one she wanted, and she told me she wanted this green one that, to me, I don't know if you guys know Picture This Plus Monster Mash. To me, it's like the most famous Picture This Plus fabric. I don't know why. I like when you say Monster Mash, I know exactly what that looks like. So anyways, this is what I came up with for her.
It looks
So good.
Monster Mash.
Yeah, so that's, oh, yes. See?
Yeah.
So I did my best.
It looks
It's
awesome.
getting that green is not easy, but so anyways, that's what I did for Erica. So that was my dyeing finishes for the week.
When you showed that pattern, I was like, you are not a Nightmare Before Christmas fan. Why?
Not for me.
I was like, why did you buy that pattern? You're like, it's not for me. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense.
But it's also not like Erica's typical style. So I could see where you'd be like, whose style is this? Who's doing this?
Is this a gift for
pattern,
me?
guys, the finished size is 11 by 11. Erica, if she starts it, we'll finish this in about 85 years.
Yeah. And she knows this. We are not making fun of Erica. She
no. In fact,
She fully admits that.
I think I texted her and I was like, I just dyed the fabric that you're never going to stitch on.
Yes. But she'll have it in her stash, and I think that'll just make her feel better.
You know what? That's all part of it. Like, all of this fabric, it's just part of it. I love it.
Yeah. Love it. Good job, Jode.
Thanks.
Yes, amazing. Jody the Wizard.
I had one finished this week, and it was for my Christmas in July. So I actually have a Christmas in July finish, which I'm super excited about. And it was this one. So this was my Madame Chantilly.
That dear. Oh my God.
It's a tiny little fella. That's all the bigger he is.
I love that star. It has so much character.
Yeah, I love it. I like even just like that simple little white back stitch that doesn't even go the whole way around. It's like very fragmented, but I love it a lot. This was a really fun pattern. You can get this on her Etsy shop, and I'll link that below. But This one's super cute. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. It'll go in the box, but it's finished. The only other thing I forgot to show when we were talking about whips is that I did get the second part of the Lindy Stitches mystery stitch along, and she came out with some words that say Onward Noble Steed. So I'm really hoping that she's riding on some type of slow moving animal, like a snail or a turtle or something, because she's going to be adorable. But again,
oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
and I'm thinking for the words though, instead of using just the solid color brown, the color palette, let me just show you real quick. And I pulled the called for colors, but it's like green, this like dark gray color, yellow, the purple, brown, more brown, and white. So I thought maybe this variegated
Ooh.
on the purple fabric.
Yes. I like that.
So there's this option.
Mm-hmm.
There's this lighter orange
Like
option to the white. Or I went a little crazy and did the purple and green.
Oh, purple and green.
I'm with you. Yeah, purple and green.
So this one is Crush from Mo's sale on Facebook. So I think
Yeah, it's really pretty.
but I wanted to do something. I've seen a lot of people stitching it with variegated floss for the words, and I think it looks super cute. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to work on that and get caught up on that at some point this week. So forgot to show that in the whip pile, but I didn't really make any progress between last week. All right, so those were our finishes. What about purchases? You buy anything this week, Erin?
So I bought something a while ago that came in finally.
Oh, nice.
It was when we talked about that Stitches and Things in Fenton, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this Bent Creek pattern, and she even had messaged me and said Bent Creek is notoriously slow at sending stuff. So it took a long time to get here. And then I actually went and made another purchase there, but I'll show that when it comes in again because I was so happy with Stitches and Things. But this is what I got.
Oh,
how cute.
Yeah, I figured that would be a cute, like, for a teacher present. So I'll just stitch it up and keep it and have it ready to go. And there's like a piece of linen that comes with it and the pearl cotton.
Nice.
The whole kit.
That's very cute.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that one. And then the only other thing I got, I mean, it wasn't really a purchase, but we were very generously gifted from Pamela Kellogg at Kitty and Me. I got my Nightmare officially in, and I'm so excited to start it. You guys, look at that. I mean, just take that in.
It's amazing. So I know that Erica and Erin and I all picked a pattern in addition to the one that Pamela was so generous to gift to you guys, which was our giveaway from last week, which we'll announce the winner at the end. But we all three picked, of course, a different one, and I'm excited to show mine. Yes.
Yeah. I can't wait to start. I'm going to start. That's an after Christmas in July thing.
Yes.
But it will definitely be started very soon. I'm very excited. And she also, I don't know if she wants me to share it, so I won't share the story, but I'll say she sent me a personal story about Nightmare, the cat that it was named after. And it was a really sweet story. She's a very nice lady. And hi, and thank you for watching, and we love you.
Yes. Thank you for your incredible generosity. Jody, what did you buy this week?
I just bought my astronaut pattern, which now you can see it clearly because my freaking video settings are normal. So I just bought him. And that's it. I feel like I don't need to buy anything because I have so much kitted up. We just got all this new stuff. And
yeah. She says that now. I guarantee tomorrow she'll be like, I fell down a rabbit hole and I bought 85 patterns. So that will happen.
True.
I bought I know we didn't talk about this. I bought the COVID gnome from Brooke.
Oh yeah. I bought that too. I don't know if I showed that.
Yeah, this is the one that Erin helped Brooke kind kind of iron down the pattern a little bit. But he's so cute. And I want to pick a fun, maybe like a purpley fabric for him to go on.
Ooh.
There's a lot of
Now,
great.
I did not help her at all with that cute little bob at the top. Look at how cute that little pom-pom of the
That
That's so
pom-pom, that virus pom-pom, I can't.
I love him so much.
cute.
Adorbs.
It's like, oh, Corona, so adorable.
So adorable. Oh God, people wear your mask. Anywho, we're not even gonna talk about that because I have been lambasted on freaking social media about the whole mask wearing thing. Just wear your mask, people. This is not up for debate. I also, from Pamela, I downloaded my free chart that she sent me, and I got the rainbow cat.
I love that one.
I love him so much. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. And I think I may add some beads. I might order some white beads to go like in his.
Oh yeah, do the close up. Look at how cute that is.
Like in his little.
Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah. Chris, I have white beads.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His whiskers are killer.
Look
Look at them. They're like so perfect. Those eyes, those blue eyes. Oh, I love that pattern.
So thanks, Pamela. We love you. Oh, I'm excited. And I saw somebody finish these on the Witchy Stitchers page. She had posted a completed one of these Halloween sets, the mini vintage sets, and they were done on gray fabric. But these are the patterns.
Can you tell her to stop coming out with such cute patterns? Because I cannot keep buying them.
Like
Those are really cute.
so much.
Kristen asked me to dye gray fabric for her. I totally burned the fabric, and so I gotta start over on that. I'm sorry, Chris.
I'm not starting it right away, Jodi. Listen.
Burned the fabric, like the dye was too much.
So I dyed it gray, and so I have two different gray dyes, which if you guys are ever going to dye fabric, and I'm sorry to divert this conversation, but it's important because I've effed up like multiple pieces of fabric. When you buy powder dye, there are certain colors that are made up of other colors. So like if you use gray powder dye to do like ice dyeing, it's very possible that you'll get like a dot of like bright blue or like bright red, because those colors are all used and like mixed in to create the gray, which is not meant to be used for ice dyeing Ada. So when you use it for clothing, like, and you use it in the washing machine like it's supposed to be used, I don't think it matters. But like I've had the same problem with like yellow. I'll get like a dot of red, and it just like ruins the whole thing. So I finally got like the perfect gray, and it was like the slightest bit mottled, and Kristen wanted it solid. And it's hard to dye solid when you're doing it like how I do it. And I got it, and it was so good. It was so good. And I was like, I'm going to color set this in the oven, threw the sucker in the oven, and completely forgot about it. Went on, I'm dyeing other stuff. Like this piece that I did for Erica was like 1,000 layers of like greens and yellows and grays. And I was like ice dyeing, and then I was like submerged dyeing, and I was mason jar dyeing, like all these different layers. And I completely forgot about Kristen's gray in the oven. So I go to pull it out, and when the heat hit it for too long, it burned everywhere that the fabric was wrinkled on my pan.
Oh, yeah.
So it came out with like veins.
Yes.
And then it had like a red dot in one place and like a blue dot in another place. It was a mess. So I scrapped it, and
that's fine.
we'll try again.
It is just fine. Like I said, I'm not going to get to those anytime soon, but I love them, and I can't wait because they're gonna fly. Those little patterns.
Oh yeah.
They're not big at all, so they're just gonna do boom boom. The other one that I bought from her was this one.
No, tell her to stop. They're so cute.
Look at this little treat bag.
Look at the lettering. Look at the detail on the lettering.
Like, to use teal with Halloween is the most genius thing I've ever seen in my life.
Look at that little teal.
Look at that teal pumpkin. I want it.
I know, and like there's like blue that highlights the moon. It just makes it pop. Look at his little spider on his little hat. Just
His
stop.
bow tie is a bat, you guys. His bow tie is a bat.
So thanks again for enabling me, Witchy Stitcher. We love you. Stop making cute stuff. But those are all the things that I purchased. But now let's talk quickly about our box of goodies that we received from our friend Jennifer. And guys, obviously we don't have 4 hours to go through every single thing that was in this box. So we're just going to go over some of the highlight things that we took out of the box. And then there are a lot of things that were in there that we are going to be using as future giveaways. So have no fear, you will see it eventually. But Erica or Erin, do you want to go ahead and show your stuff first?
Sure, I'll show. So I got one of the kitted patterns that we got. The is it Bothy threads?
Yes.
Say that right. This is the one that I picked. You guys.
Darn.
I love it. And Aria's like obsessed with dragons, so that's gonna be a really cool. And the fabric that it came with is this beautiful, I don't really want to take it out right now, but it's this beautiful like marble dye. You can see it in the pattern because it's just black, essentially.
Yes, it's all black.
So cool.
Love it.
So cool. And then I'll just show, this is my pile of fabric that I got and I'm obsessed with. And I even told Brooke I'm going to cut her a couple pieces and send them her way because I feel like this is meant to be shared with many people.
Yes.
And then here is my pile of beautiful thread. You guys, look at the marbling on these. So the thing about this thread we realized is that it's kind of like pearl cotton. So it's thicker. So I can use this on the 11 count and 18 count linen or something like that. So I will be using these.
Yes.
And then this cute little guy. Look at that.
Just
Well,
like,
I'll find something to go in that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jody,
Those are my highlights.
what did you take from the stash?
So same amount of fabric, obviously, except a lot more because the girls were kind enough to let me keep all the plain white because of my.
Is she gonna dye it for us?
Because that's all I do. But it will be communal. So whenever anybody needs a color, great, got it, cut off a piece, we will always have white Ada. We will always have black Ada because we got an entire roll. Like when I say roll, the box is taller than me. And it is a roll of black Ada, like ridiculous. And I kind of want to experiment dyeing black with bleach. So stay tuned because I've been watching a bunch of videos and trying to figure out how to do that. So highlights for me were certainly the fabric. Obviously, I have a thing for hand-dyed fabric. The pieces in there were not only gorgeous, but they were enormous. Like most of the pieces we cut into 4 and split between all of us. So just incredible generosity. I still can't even believe it. There were patterns and stuff for giveaways and little notions. And then there was like this giant bag of DMC. This is just my portion.
Oh yeah, I've already put mine in my. I've already put it in
We
the
went
stash.
through and decided if anyone was working on a pattern, if anyone needed something kitted up, and then we split all the rest between the 4 of us. And I still came out with 35 skeins of floss.
Mm-hmm.
So just unbelievable kindness. I can't even fathom. And I've recently redone a room in my basement for my craft area, and it's an old walk-in closet. So I've decided I'm going to take all my fabric and drape it over hangers and hang all my fabric like a dry cleaner. And this fabric that we have received will certainly help me fill up a rack of hanging fabric. So
I just imagine that would be so fun to be like, which fabric should I do?
yeah,
Yeah, you can like color coordinate them so you can hang all of like your whites and your grays and your colors. Oh,
I love that.
I love it. I love it.
So excited.
I need to do that in this closet back here. I should do that in my closet.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. That has to be the best way to keep fabric that I've ever heard of. I love that way.
I love it.
Better than in a box.
Well, you know, when you put it in a box, you fold it, and yeah, you can iron it before, but I feel like folding it just kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's getting ruined, just shoved in a box.
The only other complaint people would have is if like it got dusty, but it's not going to get like warped from the sun because like you're not hanging it out in the, you know, in an open area. So like the worst case, it gets a little dusty, just throw it in the washing machine. Or
or even just like a lint roller or something.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'd rather be able to display it and look at it than just keep it shoved in a box.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I also got a stack of fabric and I used a piece already. And I did get 2 pieces of linen as well. So this like real, I love this though. Like this is going to be great to stitch on. Like see how like rough it is, but this is going to stitch like a dream. That needle's just going to pop right through there. I'm not a huge fan of like super soft fabric. And then I got this piece, which is a 30 count.
So pretty. Oh, those colors.
Love it, love it, love it. And then of
Really
course,
pretty.
like 30 said, we cut, you know, these pieces, this was cut into 4. This is a 4th of the fabric. So just incredible generosity. And then I'm just holding on to the patterns for now that we received and that we decided to keep. But just like real quick, we got like this Lizzie Kate one, this little Halloween rack stack from Plum Street Sampler, the Bloom from Hands On Design,
which I've been eyeing. I wanted to buy that.
Henpeck, which is super cute. We got the June Truckin' Along one. Like these just came out. So these are ones by Priscilla and Chelsea. Look at this one. Could you die? I love this one. I wanted
that one would be very cool on your orange. Oh, or on the green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then we got the Autumn Acre Farm, the chocolate design. And then this one from Drawn Thread. It's the little snow day. I just love it. So
there were some others too that Erica's got.
Yes.
That we sent in her bag. So just like the amount of stuff.
And then look, what about this fabric too? This is one of the fabrics that we like.
Oh,
love. Look, you can see how shiny.
So sparkly. I took 2 of these Boffy thread kits. Erica got 2 of them, and then Erin got 1. So there were 5 full kits. So listen, we never expect anything from anybody. You know, we put our address out on Instagram just because we do have people asking us for our address, and you know, we have a PO box, so it's fine that we can share that information, but we never expect anything from anybody. If you win one of our giveaways, we never expect anything in return. So, you know, we don't love you any less because you don't send us stuff.
No. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
But it is, you know, just to see the love in our community and how like we have received things from people, it makes us like feel like we're doing something right, whatever small piece we're contributing to the community. And we hope that we give back to you guys as well. So it just makes our hearts feel good when people, you know, just that's their way of sending love to us. But comments, messages on Instagram, anything that you guys do to show us love, just know that it is just as appreciated. So we love you guys all very, very much. I can't believe like that this is our life. Like this is what we do. So
I keep talking about these boxes. Like I was telling my boss about them. I'm like, we got this fabric and it's like hand-dyed fabric and we got this floss, and he's like,
and people don't understand.
Okay.
Like, you know, our husbands understand because they really see the amount of stuff that we get, and like it's just as amazing to them too. Like, why did they send you that stuff? Because they like us. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's really all that it is. It's just like giving back and, you know, receiving in return. So it's it's amazing. So thank you, Jennifer, again for your incredible kindness. We love you so much. But we did have, speaking of giveaways and stuff that we're giving away this week, with our friend Pamela Kellogg of KittyandMeDesigns, we are giving away the Ladybug pattern. That's the one that we picked to be a giveaway for this week.
I had it up, but I'm not seeing it anymore. Do you have it up?
I don't.
Oh, sorry. It went away on my photos for some reason. What is with me and technology today? I'm sorry.
2 seconds. Hold on. Let me just pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Do we have a giveaway for this week?
I'll pull one out.
I have one right here.
Okay.
Joe, do you want to go ahead and announce the giveaway for this week, and then we'll announce the winner here when I get this pulled up?
Yep. So this was also from our lottery box. So this is a Dimensions kit.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Feasting Frenzy. And I think both of you guys have this, don't you?
Yes. Yep.
So it's a full kit. It comes with a piece
This is a good one.
of, it looks like 18 count Aida, and obviously all the thread that you need. And so if you want to win the Feasting Frenzy, just let us know. Why don't we call it the birds? What do you guys think?
Yeah. How about you want to stitch the birds?
I want to stitch the birds.
I want to stitch the birds. This is for the birds.
Because you're going to be stitching all the birds.
Yes. It's a beautiful pattern, and it's so funny that when Erin and I first discovered that we stitched and we were talking about like kits, like, listen, it wasn't that long ago that like all I ever stitched was a Dimensions kit, because like that's all I could buy at the store. I didn't know about like cross stitch shops and stuff.
Yeah, this has like Michael's written all over it.
Yes.
The thought of kitting up your own project was so foreign to me. Like even like 2 years, like a year and a half ago, it was still like, I don't really want to do that.
I never would have done it. So like, you know, that Dimensions kit was, I mean, it's been in my whip pile for a really long time. I spilled coffee on it. Like that thing has been loved. None of my stitches go the same direction. So it's just a mess.
It's really cute. It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty detailed.
Oh, it's very detailed.
There's a lot of back stitching on it.
Yeah.
So I want to stitch the birds.
All right. And then here it was our winner from last week. This is what the pattern looks like. This is Ladybug with the black and the red. It looks so good. It's so summery.
So cute.
And it does have, yeah, it has just like, it's almost like quilted. Like that's the thing I like about her patterns is like some of the elements to it just look like little pieces of quilt. So the winner for that this week was Heather Miller. So yay! Heather, please get in contact with us through the Steel City Stitchers, and then we'll get you in contact with Pamela. All of the designs that she sends are going to be through PDF. So that's why we didn't limit it to just US winners this week. And we always forget to say that, which is not a big deal. I know we haven't said it in the past, but like if we're sending charts and kits, like the winner for this week, you do need to be a US resident. So it's just,
it costs a lot more to send international, unfortunately, and we don't get paid for this, and we don't have like, this is our money. This is like us paying it forward because we're getting these really nice things from people, but it still is a lot of money sometimes. So
exactly. So
speaking of, if you were a Paula Vaughn winner, those are going to the post office tomorrow.
Yes. So Tuesday the 7th. So Jody will get those in the mail. But like I said,
the 7th already?
I know. Listen, we don't commit to shipping stuff fast. You guys should know that by now. But like, we'll get it out to you. We will get it to you.
This month is already.
I didn't forget about you. I just haven't been to the post office, and it's 98 freaking degrees outside. So walking there from work was not an option.
No, it's been very hot in Pittsburgh lately. Trust me. But congratulations, Heather. I'll comment on your post from last week so that you know, but please get in contact with us and we'll send that out to you. And then of course, if you want to stitch the birds this week, that'll be our giveaway for this week. Just make sure you don't say giveaway or anything in the comments, so that we can ensure that people who actually watch our channel are winning. Plans. What are your plans for this upcoming week, Erin?
I can tell you because I actually made myself like a little.
Look at
It's. I always lick my finger to turn the page, and I didn't realize that I did that until Aria started trying to do it. And she'll be like, it'll be like the completely wrong way. She'll just be like to flip the wrong. So I'm like, I must do that a lot. So my next plan is Christmas Gnome was supposed to start tomorrow. So that takes me through a lot of the week. And then I'm going to do that needlepoint ornament that I had started for Mania.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing it back out. And then I have a Nordic tree that I'm going to do another piece of that green dyed fabric that I have. So I'm excited about that one. And then I'm going to do the Snow Village, the banner piece. And then on my birthday, I have like a question mark next to it because I'm going to stitch whatever makes me the happiest that day. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Yeah.
Whatever makes me happy that day. I'm giving myself a free day to stitch whatever.
I love it. I love it. Jody, what do you got to stitch on
That
this?
is lofty. I have no goals. My goal is just to stitch. I would love to finish my astronaut, and I got to finish his heart. I can't start anything until I finish these two things.
Yeah.
That heart's so cool. It's going to come around.
I hope so.
My plans for this week, I want to get caught up on my Lindy stitches, Sal, which I should be able to bust that out maybe tonight while I'm just waiting for dinner to be made. It's just words. It's not going to take that long. And then I'm going to finish Snow Village. I'm going to finish the snowflake stand. I could probably get that one busted out in the next day or two. With school, I never know. Like I feel guilty about taking time to stitch because I should be studying for things. But sometimes I just need a break. I need a break. And then I might actually work on, it's a toss-up. I either am going to work on Winter Warmth, which is, I have 3 of them actually. That's the one by the Little Dove Designs. So I might work on this one.
Yeah.
This one. I also have Deck the Halls from Caterpillar that I want to finish at some point this month. And then I also have my little, what's that called? The Jordan X Stitch. This one.
The Plaid Tidings.
Plaid Tidings. Yeah.
Love that piece. Please work on that because it's so pretty.
It's so pretty, and I love this fabric.
When the plaid, like when you put the third color in and the plaid starts coming out, oh, that's the best. It looks so pretty.
You may have talked me into that then, so I might be working on this one this week. But I'm just going to keep going with the Christmas stitching. And if you want to hashtag us, I mean, you can always tag us in anything that you do Christmas related. We love to see it on Instagram. Or you can use our hashtag in addition to the Jolly July hashtag, but ours is SCS Jolly July. So Steel City Stitchers Jolly July, SCS Jolly July. I'll link that in the description box below. But if you want to tag us, we would always appreciate it. We love seeing what you guys are stitching. Our Whip Wednesdays have been so fun to see, like everybody
I love that.
commenting what they're working on. So that's been really cool. But I think that's all we have for this week. We will be back next week, hopefully on Monday. We'll play it by ear. But until then, thanks for joining us. Wear a mask, and we'll see you later.
Bye.